Okay, so for those of you who've read chapter 956, the most recent chapter of One Piece, I think you'd all agree that calling it quite a chapter would be a major understatement. This is probably the most influential chapter I've seen in the entire series, at least for a long time. And I was going to title this, wow, this is insane or this is amazing, but it's not about the overwhelming, action or the character development or anything like that. This one, if anything, I would say it's overwhelming in many ways. And in some ways, this is the first indication I feel that, yeah, One Piece is getting closer to the end. Yeah, I'm not going to go into the details here to avoid spoilers because I think a lot of the people here who watch my videos haven't really gone into significant distance into the One Piece story. So I don't want to spoil it for the people who are following One Piece. And I'm not going to show any of the images like I typically do because in this particular chapter, every image was a reveal and every image was a twist. It was insane just how much the plot changed in just one chapter. But because of that, as much as I would like to keep this spoiler free, it's a little bit hard not to mention a few things with regards to the story. And so I'll try to keep it as ambiguous as possible for people who haven't reached certain parts of the chapters. You probably, even hearing this, won't understand what I'm saying. Certain names won't be not familiar to you because you haven't reached them yet. But yeah, this one was pretty amazing in all the reveals that came out. What I am saying for those of you who haven't read 956 but do follow One Piece, this one just was overwhelmingly large and influential in many ways. There were so many twists in the overall story, not the things going on in Wano. To give you an idea, the Strawhats didn't even come out in this chapter. But it spanned the entire world and changed things in so many different ways that I think the world is going to go into chaos here. And I got a feeling that many of the things that are being hinted in this chapter will go well beyond the Wano arc and probably will head on off to what you may think of as possibly one of the last arcs of this series. Because there are so many characters now that are coming up, that are being influenced in many ways, and many of them are not in a good way. And we see characters that we haven't seen for so long. Characters all the way back to the very, very beginning of this entire story are now being influenced by this entire situation, and the entire balance of the world is starting to change. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of this thing. I loved Mihawk's comment of bring it on, sort of feeling. And of course, even Hancock is sitting there going, yeah, you want it? Okay, well, come and get it, sort of deal. So this is really starting to affect the entire world. And yeah, I know people are worried about certain characters, certain major characters in this entire ordeal, but I don't think, Oda's gonna do anything off screen to such major characters. Yes, there is an indication that there may already have been a death amongst one of these characters, one of the old characters that may go back. And I got a feeling it is one of the characters who the readers have gotten close to. We don't know who it is, But I don't think it's one of the really major characters. I don't think Oda would do that. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, all of this is happening, and of course, since the Straw Hats are in Wano, they have no idea. But I got a feeling they're gonna find out soon. Because, yeah, certain forces are moving towards Wano. I mean, major forces are moving towards Wano. And we were even introduced to new groups, new teams within that force. And I'm not sure what that is going to do. And my gosh, that reveal was amazing. You know, the triple agent. I was like, oh, wow, he's a triple agent. And so that is amazing. Yeah, there's so much going on now that my mind is kind of going, what the heck is going on? It's a little bit hard to fathom what it is. It has, all of this is outside of Wano. All the chaos that's right now going on in Wano is, I mean, up to 955, we saw all that. But everything in 956 is beyond Wano. And that's what I mean. I got a feeling this whole situation that we see right now is going to reverberate well beyond this arc. And considering the sheer magnitude of what's going on, it feels like we're coming to an end game for this story. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on. Now, my feeling is considering so many huge entities are now targeting and heading towards Wano, I got a feeling that aside from already the characters that have appeared, I don't know, I got a feeling the Grand Fleet is going to have to arrive to be able to balance the game. Because there are some parties in there that indicate that they would be a perfect, battle against some of the members of the Grand Fleet. And so, it'll be interesting to see how things go on with Wano. And I am really starting to worry about certain characters who are right now kind of questionable in their situation. But it'll be interesting to see what happens, because I got a feeling the moment Wano settles down and they get a chance to look outside into the world again, they're going to see sheer chaos. And I got a feeling it's going to escalate really quickly even after Wano is done. But in any case, I don't know, what did you think about 956? 956 is huge. And it twists things in so many ways that it's a little bit hard to know what's going to happen in the future. I guess the best way of saying it is nobody is safe anymore. Nobody is safe anymore. And so, let's see how this turns out. And Wano is going to be epic. I mean, Wano is going to be Marineford epic. The characters that are appearing already. And we know that there are going to be more and more characters that are coming out. And some of the twists that you already see, this is going to be incredible. But I got a feeling this is going to be a prequel to whatever happens in the arc after this. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about 956. It's interesting that it was such an epic chapter and yet not a single Straw Hat came out in that chapter. But in any case, if you read 956, what do you think about it? I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I'm fearful of what's going to happen. And it'll be interesting to see how this moves along. My feeling, after a little bit, Oda's going to break off from this and go back to Wano again, and we're going to be left questioning what the heck is going on outside. And he won't tell us until the Wano arc is over. In any case, that's it for this video. If you have any comments with regards to 956, I would love to hear about it. And I'll continue to make more One Piece episodes in the future. I hope you join me at that time. But until then, happy comic book reading, happy anime watching, and as always, Jaya, nice day, everyone.